What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the North Shore 9 podcast presented by FanDuel. We've got an emergency podcast this afternoon. It is Thursday, April 2nd. It is the day before the home opener. I'm Jim. With me is Doug. And Doug, we just got news that the Pittsburgh Pirates are calling up number one prospect, 19-year-old Konnor Griffin after 5 games in AAA. And he's going to be playing shortstop for the Pittsburgh Pirates at the home opener against the Baltimore Orioles tomorrow. Doug, how are you doing this fine day?
I'm outstanding. I'm very excited. It's always real thrilling to see the Pirates make a move to win now, right? We haven't seen a lot of that over the past 6-7 years, and this is clearly a move because they think they can win this year. They can win now, and they're trying to put their best team out there. Konnor Griffin is clearly their best option at shortstop. He's going to struggle, right? Yeah, he's probably not going to be Honus Wagner on day one, more than likely, but he's still the best shortstop option they have. He's a good defensive player. He can run. He's gonna, he's got pop. It's a really good move. He's clearly the best option. He went to AAA and did exactly what you'd want him to do, and got a hit in every game and crushed it. He seems like a terrific kid. We're lucky to have him, and I can hardly wait till tomorrow at 4:12, Eastern time.
Yeah, this is truly an unprecedented move the Pirates are doing, not only for them, but really, like, in general here, Doug. I want to read some stats, and these are from the great Sarah Langs. But he's going to be the first teenager to play Major League Baseball since Juan Soto in 2018. He's also going to be the first teenage position player to be with the team this early in the season since Adrian Beltre did it in 1999. And he's the youngest player to play a game this early in the season since Andruw Jones in 1997. So we're seeing stuff that we haven't seen in years. We're seeing stuff that the Pirates are doing that we're just frankly not used to them doing. In years past, it's like there's no way that a prospect would be called up before June, whatever.
June 17th,
right? And now we're seeing, Jerry Jones was on an opening day roster a few years ago. Paul Skeens was called up in May. And now Konnor Griffin's going to be called up and make his Major League debut on April 3rd at the age of 19. Doug, like 16 months ago, this guy was in high school. That's what's insane about this, right? And just a monster first professional season. Got himself all the way from Bradenton to Greensboro to Altoona. He had a great spring, but it wasn't quite everything you'd maybe hoped it would be. He goes to Indianapolis, plays 5 games there, 21 plate appearances. He hit .438. He got on base at a .571 clip, slugged .625. Oh, he also stole 3 bases as well. I mean, this is one of the more exciting things I can remember the Pirates doing in recent memory, Doug. Maybe ever, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, I'm stunned, right? Again, most major league teams don't do this, right? Again, the names you rattled off, the instances, the Pirates certainly have not done stuff like this. I mean, I remember how shocked we were when they let Jared Jones start the season. That just seemed impossible. And then, Skeens, we knew would be coming up, but again, none of us would have been surprised if he didn't come up till June 13th or something, right? And there's merit to that, contract, blah blah blah, all that crap. But they did. They brought up a guy. He was clearly ready. And now, Konnor Griffin, a teenager. I mean, not a teenager much longer. A couple of weeks, he turns 20, I think, on the 24th or something like that. Maybe we should hang around for a couple of days after our tailgate and sing happy birthday to Konnor Griffin. I think that would be, I'm going to the games after in Texas. I'm like, oh God, I get to see more Konnor Griffin. I'm already, excited about it. So no, this is just,
it's exciting, right?
Yeah, it's just really exciting.
You got to be excited. If you're not excited right now, like I don't know, like what's even the point of following sports at this right now? I mean, the, we're talking about a prospect. The Pirates have never had a prospect this caliber before. Never. We can talk about all the great prospects this team has had, the ones who have gone on to succeed, the ones that have, not succeeded. No one has been a consensus number one, uh, a number one prospect like this before. And the last time I can remember a Pirate being called up this early was probably Jose Guillen, I would say.
Right.
Like that was the
Yeah.
freak show 1997 team for those old enough to remember that. Guillen skipped AAA as well. I think he might have even skipped AA, to be honest with you. But like Guillen was a top 100 prospect. He wasn't a top 20, 30 guy. It was just like
No, there
worked out.
was not the buzz about him, by any
This
means
is
that.
no, this is every single national show's been talking about Konnor Griffin for months now. We've been talking about him for ever since he was drafted. Even before he was drafted, we were talking about him with Jim Callis on our draft show back last 2 Mays ago. So yeah, it's an extremely exciting time. I can't wait to see him in a Pirates uniform, doing it on the home opener in front of a sold out ruckus crowd. Like vibes, the Pirates just won a series in Cincinnati. I don't
Right,
know if
right.
vibes have been this high, Doug, since 2015.
Yeah, I can't. It's and I'm not even sure. Like we knew the Pirates were good back then, but I don't know. I mean, this just seems a little different because suddenly you've got the best pitcher in the game, and now you might have. Again, he's not going to be the best player in baseball this season, barring miracle. But it's like we've got two guys that are national stories. The Pirates, we don't generate those kind of stories. We never have. I mean, even guys like McCutcheon coming up and different. It did not throughout the fabric of the game generate this kind of attention, right? I mean, MLB Network is going to be in Pittsburgh, right? They're going to be paying attention to these guys. We're going to lead off highlight shows and that sort of thing. It's just different. I've been a Pirates fan a long time, and I was a Pirate fan when they were good every year, and when they were a national team, when they would be on the Saturday game of the week and on Monday night, that sort of stuff, and they did not generate this kind of attention. The sort of center of the baseball world type thing.
Yeah, and in this day too in media, like you've been able to follow this guy ever since he was drafted. You've been able to see all the highlights. You've been able to, there's countless websites. We've been podcasting about him for forever now. Forever. It's been, again, like a year and a half, it seems, but it's
since spring, but yeah.
all this. And yeah, man, it's exciting. I like when spring started, I was like, there's no chance he makes the team. And then spring started going, and I was like, man, he might be the guy at shortstop. And then when they sent him down, it was like, okay, well, I understand it. 19 years old. He had a really good start to spring training, but there were some things there, towards the end of spring where you were like, yeah, he can probably get better. He can work on a few things. But the entire time, I think it was clear, at least to me, Doug, and you said it earlier, that the best version of this team has Konnor Griffin at shortstop, right? Like he is the best option there that they have. Right. And we've seen these first 6 games. Jared Triolo's played there. Nick Gonzalez has played there. Jared Triolo's perfectly capable defensive shortstop. Nick Gonzalez, probably don't want him there too often. But even just from a pure, the dude can play shortstop, and you don't really have anyone who you're that comfortable putting in there every single day. Like that alone makes this team a lot better, because now you can move Triolo to more of a position that fits him better. Now you can use Nick Gonzalez in a way that fits him better. I don't know what the corresponding move is going to be. My guess is it's going to be Billy Cook or Nick York. Right. Billy Cook hasn't had that bat yet, I don't think, on the year. Nick York has had a pretty good start. So my guess is it's going to be Cook, just because, like, if he's not playing, like, what's the point of being here?
Yeah, exactly. They don't feel comfortable using him. I think he's been a pinch runner,
Yeah. So that's likely the corresponding move here. We'll talk about that when it happens. But I mean, this is the story. It's just, I mean, after 6 games on Bucko Brew, I was like, Doug, I said, I think it's going to be April. I think my date was what, April 6th. I was like, I
Yeah.
think it's going to be April 6th against the Padres. Turns out I was off by 3 days. It's going to be
Right.
April 3rd against the Orioles. So you will be able to watch him all weekend long. But I do want to say this, like, there's been a lot of talks about the contract extension, the PPI eligibility. So just to kind of put it out there, because they're calling him up on April 3rd, he's going to be PPI eligible. He's going to get enough service time this year that if he stays in the majors, he's going to accumulate 1 full year of service time. So if he goes on and he wins the Rookie of the Year award, the Pirates will be rewarded with a draft pick. If 2 years down the road he wins an MVP award, maybe, we're talking about just PPI eligibility, but the Pirates, you can only win one PPI award, but they've put themselves in a position now where if Konnor Griffin is the guy who we think he might be, like, the Pirates are setting them up for some sort of reward, either this year or in the coming years. With that being said, no contract extension yet, right? We've heard talks. They're at 110. Konnor Griffin's camp once more around the Roman Anthony number of 130. I will say this. I don't think the Pirates call him up this early without confidence that they will get a deal done with Konnor Griffin relatively soon. It's a negotiation process,
Right.
but I think this is a sign where, because the Pirates don't want to lose Konnor Griffin when he's 25 years old, right? I do feel like that if they're calling him up right now, they have confidence that they'll be able to do something like around an 8-year deal, maybe an option on top of it. That's what I'm thinking here. I don't know if we'll hear anything about an extension in the next week or so, but I would expect something to happen relatively soon. Or I don't think they would have made this move.
Yeah, I'm with you. Like, it was their best bargaining chip, right? Bringing him up and like, type thing. I think they must be really close. I think, like you said, they must be really confident. And that's part of the excitement, right? We're not bringing him up and, oh, we're just going to trade him to the Yankees or the Red Sox. And you know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, he's going to look good. No, he's going to be here for a while, and that to have somebody again that outside baseball, not just us, but outside Pittsburgh looks at it and says, oh, yeah, this is one of the best young, prospects, the best young prospect in the game, and I'm thinking by May 1st he's going to be signed to an extension. I guess we'll have to do another emergency pod, but I look forward to that one too, because I mean, hats off to Bob Dunning, Travis Wade, Ben Cherny. They're doing things differently. They really are sort of putting their money where their mouth is as far as trying to win and get to the playoffs. And I mean, it's exciting time. I wish there was a game today.
Yeah. It's exciting, and I want to talk about what we can expect from Konnor Griffin. Once he makes his debut, right after we hear from Cody.
This episode is brought to you by IQ Bar, our exclusive snack hydration sponsor. IQ Bar protein bars, IQ Mix hydration mixes, and IQ Joe mushroom coffees are the delicious, low-sugar, brain and body fuel you need to win your day. The Ultimate Sampler Pack is a great way for you to try all IQ Bar products and flavors. You get 9 IQ bars, 8 IQ Mix sticks, and 4 IQ Joe sticks. All IQ Bar products are clean label certified and entirely free from gluten, dairy, soy, GMOs, and artificial ingredients. With over 20,000 5-star reviews and counting, more people than ever are fueling their lifestyles with IQ Bar's brain and body boosting bars, hydration mixes, and mushroom coffees. The Ultimate Sampler Pack includes all 3. My personal favorites so far have been the almond butter chip and the iced tea lemonade hydration mix. It's just really full of flavor. I love starting my day with it, and I couldn't imagine starting my day with anything else other than IQ Bar products. Right now, IQ Bar is offering our podcast listeners 20% off all IQ Bar products, including the Ultimate Sampler Pack, plus free shipping. To get your 20% off, text MLB to 64,000. That's MLB 64000. Message and data rates may apply. See terms for details.
All right. So you mentioned it earlier, Doug, that don't expect Konnor Griffin to be like an all-star or an MVP caliber player day one. And I think that's pretty fair, right? He's 19 years old. This is going to be his first time playing Major League Baseball. He's got, what did I say earlier? 21 plate appearances above AA. If you include AA, he's got 119 plate appearances above high A ball. So like there's going to be an adjustment period here, but I think we all know that the athleticism is there, the talent is there, that, he should hopefully figure things out relatively quickly. And he's talented enough as is, and he's good enough defensively, and he plays a premier position that like he's still going to be pretty helpful to this team. I want to just read these. So this is Zip. So every preseason we've got Dan Zimborski on, and he gives us his predictions for the Zips projections. Right
One
now,
of the best shows of the year.
Right now, Zips is projecting. This is in 133 games for Konnor Griffin this season. They're projecting a 256 batting average, a 325 on base percentage, and a 397 slugging percentage. That's a 721 OPS, roughly a league average hitter, a little bit above average, with 15 home runs, 30 stolen bases, and 3.4 WAR.
I'll take it.
I'll take that.
Right.
That's better
That's
than
his,
anyone
that's
else who can play shortstop.
by far. Look, I mean, how much impact would that add to this team? Based on what we have been getting at that position. Listen, I won't be surprised at all if he just comes out and hits the ground running. I don't want to. I'm not putting it out there that I don't think he's going to do well, that he's going to struggle all year. Even if he struggles, he's going to play good defense. He's going to steal bases. He's going to just run into some. The kid's got just tremendous power. So his floor is so much higher than the ceiling of some of the other guys that we've been running out at shortstop. He's a hard worker. He's got great family support. His mindset. What I loved was when he was sent to the minors, and he said, "Well, it's not really a demotion because I've been sent to AAA and I was in AA last year. I'm 107. I'm still not that mature, right? And the kid's 19. He's 19. He's got such a great head on his shoulders. And I know that's like an intangible and you can't figure that into WAR and all that sort of thing, but it's so important. Baseball, that daily grind of baseball, you have to have the right mindset. And I just, like I said, even if he's slumping, he's going to be playing Gold Glove caliber defense at shortstop. When he gets on base, he's going to be, stealing bases. And when he makes contact, frequently it'll be going over the wall. I'm expecting, those Zips projections sound pretty good. I would not be at all surprised if he exceeds them. And this is a great season. There's a lot of good rookies out there. And again, nothing he's going to do at this point surprises me.
Yeah, you mentioned he's got an incredible head on his shoulders. Like he is an impressive individual for being 19 years old. And like I know this is like I know it's been said how many times this guy's been impressive, but one story that sticks out to me, and I'll share it here, but this story was told to me by somebody who was in the Altoona Curve dugout when Konnor Griffin made his debut in AA. And there was a moment in that game when, he was getting peppered with breaking balls, and they threw a really good outside breaking ball low and away. He swung, missed out on it for strike 3. And it was, it started on the outside corner, broke out of the zone. He swung and missed. After that at bat, he comes into the dugout, kind of assesses the at bat, and he says, "Well, I'm going to make sure I don't swing at those anymore." Like, which is something that, like, yeah, that's a lot easier said than done, right?
Right. We've been listening to guys say that for years.
But then, like, what happens is he's immediately able to go up there the next at bat, and then identify those pitches and just spit on them and not chase them. And so now the pitcher's like, well, now I got to throw you a strike in the zone because you're not chasing in the balls anymore. And that's when he's able to make adjustments on the fly, seemingly in the middle of the baseball game when you're 19 years old at a new level for the first time. And I think that's what's going to be, like I said, he's going to see things at the major league level that he's never seen before. But what excites me the most about Konnor Griffin is just the ability to assess what he's seeing and adjust very quickly. So far, he's been able to adjust really quickly on at every single level he's been at. I'm curious to see what this challenge brings to him because it's going to be a challenge. Again, I just read off some names. Like, this doesn't happen often. Like, Juan Soto
Right.
was the person to to play Major League Baseball as a position player at this age. So he's going to be challenged. He's going to see things he's never seen before. And it's just a matter of, okay, how does he dissect that information? How quickly does he adjust to it? And yeah, I mean, like, those numbers that I just read, those are good numbers, right? But then you take a step back and you're like, man, this kid, he's barely played above high A ball. And if he's able to put up numbers like that, he's an enormous help to this baseball team.
Right. And you know, as he's learning, right? Like if we get those numbers from him this year, like how excited we'll be about his next season, right? Because he's learning and growing, processing stuff. Because you know, like that story you told, it's a great anecdote. And I mean, how many times we watch a guy, you know, swing at the same bad pitch, you know, bad after you know, within the same at bat, you know, in the next at bat, and you just want to say, why do you keep swinging at that, right? And this kid's making adjustments first time he sees something, right? And just comes back to sort of innocuously say, oh, I'm not going to do that again. And like, well, yeah, that's what I'm sure every player says, and then goes right out and falls for it again. His brain. The way he processes baseball is just unbelievable, and that's that's kind of the difference maker, right? There's lots of guys
Yep.
that have great natural talent, but it's to be able to make those kind of adjustments. And I mean, he got better at every level. It's mind blowing. I mean, you just don't, how often, oh gosh, he was good at low A, but wait till he gets to high A. Oh, he got to high, well, Greensboro. I mean, that was, wait till he gets to Altoona. And then he gets better in Altoona, which is a pitcher's park. It's just, it's unbelievable what he's been doing. So, I'm certainly not going to like cap what he's, there's no ceiling on him as far as I'm concerned. Like I said, I just can't wait. I just can't wait for this to get going and watch the impact that he has on this team. I also think he's got winner energy, right? Like he's a winner, right? He's going to be a leader on this team quickly. And it maybe not verbally, however, but just the example and the tone that he sets. You have guys like him and Paul Skeens on this team. It just bodes well.
Well, you mentioned that, and like I said, kind of just going back to the person that he seems to be. Paul Skeens is a winner, right? Like, Paul Skeens is not happy that the Pirates haven't been winning the last couple of years, and Paul Skeens has done a really, really good job, from the folks I've talked to, of being kind of that mentor to Konnor Griffin. So Konnor Griffin and Paul Skeens are tight. They're close, and they both seemingly have this goal of, like, they're here to win, and they're going to do whatever it takes to help this team. So yeah, the fact that they're now together already on the major league team this quickly, it's exciting. Like, if you're a Pirates fan and you're not excited right now, it's just like, I'm sorry, you're beyond hope. I know that, like, we've been just absolutely destroyed our entire lives, Doug. Like, both you and I, we've lived through the 20 years of losing after 1992. We've lived through the last, what is it now? 10 years since 2015. Like, it's been
right.
Like, we've been kicked. We've been kicked a lot while we've been down. But you got to be excited. You just got to be excited right now.
Yeah. Hey, just do you think he's batting leadoff tomorrow?
You know what? Who's starting for Baltimore?
Bradish, Kyle Bradish, I think.
right-handed pitcher. I'm going to say Konnor Griffin is not leading off. I'm going to say they kind of ease him in a little bit. I'm going to say he's batting like 7th, 8th, or 9th.
7th. Yeah. You're probably right. I just, there's a part of me, again, you understand this sort of caution, and it's a good idea, but like, there's part of me just bat him lead off. Let's go. Let him be where he's going to be, who he's going to be, that sort of thing. And, but yeah, I don't want to have to wait till the 2nd inning to see him hit, or maybe even 3rd. That would be terrible.
You're not going to have to, because the Pirates offense is on fire right now, Doug.
That's true.
And they're just gonna, wherever he's in the lineup, they're going to get to him. So. Yeah, no, it's an exciting time. Everybody watching, like I said, hopefully you all are also excited. I'm like scrambling right now, Doug. I was not expecting him to be called up tomorrow, and I'm 6 hours away.
Oh.
And I don't know if I can get to Pittsburgh, but
man.
Doug, I'm gonna try.
I wish you wouldn't have put that into my head. I'm all of a sudden like, it's 11 hours. I can drive. Let's go.
I'm gonna see what I can do here, because oh man, I texted my wife and she was like, "Oh, you want to go now?" I was like, "I do, but I have no idea how I'm going to make that happen."
Josh, are you not aware of the Rosati curse? I don't know if this is good. I don't know if we should let Jim go to this game.
Yeah, so we'll see. But no, exciting times. Again, Pirates calling up Konnor Griffin, Major League debut tomorrow. If you're going to the game, enjoy it, have fun. It's gonna be a good time.
Yeah, and have a great time, and let's go Bucks, man. Come on, this is. I'm getting irrationally excited for the first time in a long time.
I am interested because when we did the show yesterday, the Rookie of the Year award, Konnor Griffin had dipped down to the 2nd favorite for that. On FanDuel, he's now, you know what? He is now the betting favorite. He's actually tied with Sal Stewart at plus 350 for National League Rookie of the Year. So he got a little bump with that call up.
Yeah. I would recommend, if you're going to bet it today, because I think those odds are just going to go down. I can never whatever. They're not going to be as good. You won't win as much money. So. All
right. Well, Doug, appreciate you hopping on here with me in the middle of the day. Again, everybody watching, listening, it's an exciting time to be a Pirates fan. Let's enjoy this. Let's hope that this team can do something special this year. Let's win some ball games.
Let's win some baseball games. Let's contend. Let's just be in it to the end of the season. Let's have fun. Let's have stuff to talk about on post-game shows. It'll be great.
Love it. All right, guys. We will be live tonight on NS9 Live, 9 p.m. We've got something to talk about. We'll be talking about Konnor Griffin a little bit more there, but this was just the breaking emergency pod. We had to hop on here and talk about this a little bit. But NS9 Live tonight at 9 p.m. and then we'll be live after the game tomorrow with our NS9 post-game show powered by Permani Brothers. And hopefully we're giving away sandwiches, and hopefully we're celebrating just an awesome Major League debut.
We should be giving them away now. We should be giving away sandwiches now. This is
we should. But no, everybody, like the video, subscribe to the page if you haven't. We're going to be here all year long. And yeah, like this is fun. This is fun. Let's keep the fun going.
Let's go Bucks.
All right, that wraps up this episode of North Shore 9. Thanks so much for tuning in. Whether you're listening on the podcast or catching us on YouTube, if you enjoyed the show, please give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. It really helps us grow. And if you're listening on the podcast, a quick review goes a long way in helping others find the show. Plus, be sure to tell a friend about us. There's always room for more here in the NS9 community. And for those looking to support us a little more, consider joining our Patreon, become an MVP member, and get exclusive perks while helping us continue to bring you more of the Pirates content you love. Thanks again for all your support, and let's go Bucks.